Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the tangle Ringz from CZT Laura Marks. All right. This is a cute one. I say that every time, don't I? I do. All right. It is a cute one. And I found an additional sort of use for it. All right, let's just start. It starts with, I'm thinking, do I want to do more than one? Oh, maybe I'll just do one big one here, keeping this to a quickie. All right, so an orb. Then, big curved line. So coming from the orb. Let me get this so you can, there we go. And what I love about this is nothing has to be perfect. It doesn't anyway, but this, you can have a lot of fun with this. All right. And not worry if, this, this doesn't work right, that doesn't work right. It's all good. And then, this is where you pick inside or outside, and I probably should have maybe put these ends closer together, but that's all right. So I'm going to come from the inside here. And I'm going to essentially aura, but we're going to go on the outside for a little bit and then come back in. So it's almost like we're drawing another big curve line, just a little bit offset. Okay? Then, and we're going to do 3 of these. I always seem to end up running out of room at the end, but that's all right. So I'm going to start, let's start here. Oh, that's pretty good. And then I left a little bit of room so I could start on the outside of this one. And, I'm going to also add, you could either, because I'm looking back. Oh, yeah, I'm looking back at Laura's step out. And some of them, there's a little separation like this, and some, they kind of come together. So it's another one of those, it doesn't matter things. All right, so I'm going to start this one a little out. And then you decide at what point do you want to, to bring it in. And then we'll do a last one here. I left equal amounts of, not a lot of room on both sides of that one. And it's a little smaller, but that's okay. And then it's up to you on how you want to decorate it. Here's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to, and because I like what Laura did with her sample, and we're gonna put some shine in here. This is how I do the shine with the pencil, starting off kind of in the middle where you want that shine to be, and then fill in the rest of the way. I do that for a couple reasons. One, I tend not to forget. Sometimes I forget to do that. But I've had it in the past where I'm intending to do the fill-in, and then you just get like so involved in the fill-in itself that you're like, I wanted to put in a shine, darn it. So why not just do this, and it's just a scribble like that, nice jagged edges. I like, and you can always add to the jaggedness if you need to, and then just fill up to that point. And then the rest of the way. And because these are kind of small, I am not flipping to a thicker pen. And honestly, it doesn't take that long to fill in with the micron, even if the 01, which I'm using. And especially if you're using the Zentangle original tile, or just a nice cotton type of paper, because it kind of just soaks in, and it's neat. But that's why I do that way. And then too, if you want to go over it with either a white gel pen, or what's the other thing? um, a white charcoal pencil or, or something else, then you are not competing with the ink when you're, putting down something else. So even if you're working on a toned paper, it's not a bad idea if you want to. But then, if you forget, then you forget, and you add the white afterwards. And it all works out well. All right, last one. And then sometimes, well, if I've made them too thin, then I might decide, or if there's not a lot of room, I might decide to just go over it and adjust it that way. But sometimes I just leave it like this, just with the ink, and it works just fine. The neat thing is, when you look at it later, after maybe you forgot what all you did, and then you have one of those, whoa, look at that moments. Who did that tangle? Where's the little, there's got to be a tangle fairy in here somewhere that's coming and finishing up my work. That happens to me a lot. And it's so neat. All right, and so there we go. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I do the middle also. Is that gonna? Let me. I think she did that on. Oh, she did that on hers, and it was fine. All right, so we'll do the same thing. We'll do the inside here, and what I like to do, and this has a lot of space, is I'll put an orb. If you've never seen this, some of you have probably seen this 100 times. You're like, yeah. And then I'm going to put a little crescent here. Try to make them, but this is for people that have never seen it before. So actually, all of my peeps know that already, because I never know who's watching. But I leave the sliver. Do both of these a little bigger than you think. That sliver wasn't much bigger than I thought, but it's all right. It'll work, because then you can always pare it down a little bit if need be. But that creates a neat look. And again, without having a gel pen, you too can create neat effects. Fun. All right, so as I mentioned, I found an additional use for this, and in my looking for what to share today, at the time of this recording, it is coming right up on St. Patty's Day. So I'm looking for things that, because we're doing, it's a hashtag, 7 days to St. Patty's Day is what I came up with. And it's part of the, what did I call it? March 2023 tangles or something like that. Because I'm trying to do the daily tangle, put it into monthly hashtags. And just because people seem to enjoy that. And I like it if people enjoy that. It's much better than, this is Daily Tangle number 700 and, I forgot what we're at now, 770 something. But anyway, so I saw this and I'm like, ooh, all you need to do is put a stem on it and you have a shamrock. Now, you could probably, if you wanted to dip it down in the middle or whatever, but I thought, oh, that's cool. So I do like to find tangles that can be, have that multi-purpose. So it's a cool tangle as it is, but then you can also, like I said, and I just added, a couple lines and just did a little V in the bottom, and why not? So, lots of fun that can be had with this. I see this as kind of a neat kind of accent tangle. I suppose you could use it as a fill-in, and like here, you use the hollow bow, and that's kind of cool when you hollow bow and it goes, through and you see it on the other side like that. But lots of neat things with this one. And yeah, cool. So if you click on the description section, you will find links to the step outs. All of a sudden my brain went out of order. And that's okay. It's good for it to go out of order. It creates it creates good new neural pathways instead of being in a rut. So check out the description section, links to step outs. I always do my own version as well as a link to the creator of the Tangle, so you will see those there. Below that, link to my website. So if you want to connect with me, if you want to take some classes, would love to have you join us. So you'll find that. I also it's a continual work in progress. But you will find some tangles there in categories. You'll find all of the hashtag things. Those will get put into, at least the non-current ones, into some larger page where they can be accessed. And feel free to sign up for my blog there as well, because you will get this daily tangle in your inbox, and some other fun things like class recaps and things when I get them posted. Below that, if you happen to be on Facebook, you can follow me there. And if you want to hang out with an amazing group of Tangle addicts for even more fun than you ever bargained for in tangling, we would love to have you. So feel free to join us there. There's the link. Understand that there are, I have some membership questions set up to be answered in order to gain membership. So just so you're aware of that. If you see them and you're like, yeah, no thanks, then that's okay. I want to make you aware. Now, even more importantly, it helps me out a lot. If you enjoyed the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love to have you be a subscriber. Feel free to leave comments and share it. All of those things help the algorithm, and I appreciate any and all of those activities. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.